Alright, well, let's get this started. First of all, I need to set the alert. Nope, that's not an alert. That's that. Alright, hopefully the stream does a little bit better today. If it doesn't, then, oh well. Anyways, I need to actually go ahead and turn this on. Go. How do I do this? Also, let me, go ahead and do this too. This is taking a long time to load. I think this game is getting a little bit too slow for my liking. Anyways, while this is loading, if you guys want to help support the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. So, that out of the way, hopefully get into this. Very honest, I'm thinking of getting, or rather starting with, yeah, I guess I'll just start with, Rackam for today, or right now. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as I can, just like last time. I still haven't gotten Siegfried's Terminus weapons. I'll probably be doing that for the rest of the week. I think we'll probably just do this again next Saturday after on. Good, very good. But yeah, we're still not quite done with this game. Rather, not quite done with the episodes yet. Eventually we will. Also, actually, you know what? I need to switch to Rackam. This is not Rackam. This is Rackam. Right, now we can do this. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Let's do it.
Cruise の確認、風の読み方、計器のメンテナンス。区域を超える様々な準備が必要だが、とりわけ最後にものを言うのは長年の経験と勘ってやつだ。
To be honest, I feel like I should raise the bit rate here, but you know what? We'll wait for a little bit. Piloting an airship ain't easy work, but whether it's planning a windward course or conducting some routine maintenance, you could always count on experience and intuition. Ah, just a little further. Alright, I think it's time for us to go through all this. Finally, the Grand Cipher broke through the nebulous shadow and turbulent winds of the Grim Basin, and to greet us was the other end of our reward, the brilliant, clear blue. It was a panoramic azure, dappled by silver-white clouds and gleaming from the light of a new day. Always exhilarating sight, always an exhilarating sight to behold. And judging by the cries of celebration starting to spread across the deck, I took it that my crewmates would agree. Also, right here. Damn, who would have thought a young dreamer from Port Bridge would make it all the way out to these skies? Grand Cipher and I, we've gone through the thick and thin together. It's a long story, but it all started on that fateful day when I met Vegetable. I haven't looked back since. Right then, landing maintenance. Fuel stores full, engine all clear. We were ready to disembark into the unknown. What awaited us in the Zeneca Grande Skydom? And as uneasy as I was, I couldn't help but feel a teensy bit giddy with excitement. Alright, jumping into it, I see. Well, actually, not quite yet. Also, fantasy versus reality. I think I know what's going to be happening here. I did watch a little bit of the anime for Granblue Fantasy, so I kind of have a good idea like what's going to happen. The Grand Cipher. Ever since I found her abandoned behind a cliff, it was love at first sight. I was just a kid, but I had a lofty dream of repairing that ramshackle airship and taking it to the skies. Back then, I didn't know the difference between a porthole and a port side, but I was determined. I dove into books bigger than my head, and I learned basic airship repair, helmsmanship, the whole kit and caboodle. Ugh. Hope that word never comes up again. After a ton of elbow grease, the day had come. The Grand Cipher was ready for a flight test. I still remember how my hands trembled as I grabbed the rudder. And when you noted, she actually lifted off the ground for me. It wasn't quite like watching your first love take to the skies, is there? While taking your first kiss, Rackam. But before I could take it all in, my dreams came crashing down. I mean, literally, the Grand Cipher sunk like a damn meteor. Damn it, Sephiroth. 100 different things could have caused it, but that didn't matter. Years of work Wind could put in a blink of an eye. Retreat by the very skies I longed for. I was crushed. Looking back at it now, it sounds stupid. I know, but it really felt like I had nothing to live for. I put all my hopes into that hunk of scrap. Laugh if you want, but some pits are too deep to crawl out of, especially when you look up for freedom, and all you can see is the expansive crystal blue of your tormentor. Don't worry, my pity won't last for too much longer. You see, my dreams had crashed like a meteor. But ironically enough, it was the meteoric rise of the Earth's empire that would bring Jadibel into my life. Salvation was on the horizon. There we go. Yeah, we're still gonna need Siegfried's. Again, I did say we're gonna need Siegfried's weapon. Well, actually, you know what? No, actually, no, it did take long. Well, it actually took long to actually get Yodar's weapon. They had to, I think, fight Pro Bomb like 10 times at least. I don't know. For some of you, that might not be too long, but for me, it does feel quite a bit long. And there we go. Oh, nope, never mind. It reconnected. There we go. It disconnected. Hopefully, we didn't lose anything. If we did, then I think I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch, where it might be more friendlier with streaming. But anyways, just as I given up on flying, the Earth's Empire had arrived in Port Breeze, and they were hell-bent on explaining the local protector, the primal beast that went of wind, Tiamat. The twisted machinations caused her to go on a rampage. Port Breeze was in peril. Fortunately, we had an ace up our sleeve, Lyria. The thing is, Lyria needed to get really close to Tiamat, which meant we had to go up, and to go up we had to fly. I thought I already had closed that chapter of my life when the skies betrayed me, but lives are on the line. Quick, get on the Grand Cipher. I don't know what got into me. Fell once before, hell, she might fall again. Nothing like a healthy fear of death to keep you grounded, eh? But the people of Port Breeze and my new crewmates had entrusted their faith to my piloting skills. My own fear was insignificant. All I needed to do was trust myself too. It's a damn shame it took me this long, but I'm back now, and ready to face the skies if you'll have me. As Grand Cipher engine purred to life, I knew I would no longer be encumbered by fear. I gripped the mast with pride as I set course directly above the rampaging Tiamat. Lyria quelled the primal beast, and the catastrophe had been averted. Not to mention I could finally dream again. Ever since that day, I've been the helmsman of the Grand Cipher and its crew. It's been one hell of a ride. I've since formed a pact with the good old Tiamat and made amends with the shipwright Primal who built the Grand Cipher, Noah. So, the Ziggy Grande Kingdom might be uncharted territory, but my role remains the same. See our crew arrive safely, no matter the destination. And that includes Estalucia. Some folks might call reaching the end of the skies an impossible dream, but I ain't too worried. With the Grand Cipher as our wings, anything is possible, and also Rackam, both hands on the helm, seriously. You only take your hands off the helm once we hit port. Once we arrive at port, that is. Not hit the port, don't drive into the port. Seriously, that's basic helmsman 101. Seriously, don't you know your etiquette, Rackam? Don't you know your etiquette? Come on. Alright, yeah, it's also 10 episodes here. Anyways. Crap. I keep forgetting. I need to turn the bit rate up. Oh well. Yodarha up once we get to the next level, but anyways. Call it being a side effect of a health man, but my eyes tend to be my ears tend to be a laser on any toxic airships. Then again, damn near anybody could have heard this guy shouting. No, 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 you can't do this. You're so skyworthy. You can still fly. The distraught man was making a scene outside. 3 seemingly unfazed onlookers surround him. Between all the belly aching, I pieced together the man's story. He was an engineer and was upset that an airship called the Nautilus was set to be decommissioned. His 3 friends, meanwhile, were telling him to see reason. That old ship, like, that would be more useful as scrap. Remind me of the Port Breeze days, back when my own dream seemed like an unscalable wall. The 3 onlookers were young helmsmen, a young mechanic, and an older merchant. They were presented in a unified front against the engineer, countering each of his arguments threefold whenever he opened his mouth to protest. As much as I wanted to help the guy, the trio were speaking the truth. Repairing the damn thing would cost buckets of rupees, and you can't fix an airship on gumption alone. Trust me, I've tried. Them's the breaks, kids. I turned to leave, not my business, right? But don't mold me, I had to pause as my ears caught what he said next. We made a pact, didn't we? Don't you remember? The Nautilus. You promised that we would take her to the skies. He could barely hold it together. You could hear it in his voice, the desperation as he clung to a quickly fading dream. It was a feeling all too familiar to me. Alright. Oh, give me one sec. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. If it does, then my apologies. But, I think we're in a position to actually raise this up a little. I'll just do this much. I don't want to actually hit the maximum bitrate. Well, actually, you know what? If I raise it to 6,000, that's usually where I my target bitrate. By the way, if I do raise it to up to 6,000, I still wouldn't hit the maximum bitrate. Yeah. I think we might be fine. Late Jack. I can't tell if we're fine. Like my bitrate is not going up. Alright, that's still... Okay, no, I'll just give it some time. We'll just keep moving. Anyways. Yeah, by the way, I still have the, whatchamacallit. Oh yeah. Shoot, what was it called? What's it called again? I literally forgot. Oh yeah, the assist mode on. Yeesh, I'm having a hard time with words right now. Hey, that guy just want to read. Nothing else. Anyways, let's send Rackam in there. I also have it down there. We'll be doing his, Fate episodes later. These are probably, being like my first target, or my first person to check out. But anyways, let's go ahead and, jump right in. Hello, Toxic Cast. Hello. How you doing? Anyways, I mean, sure, the Nautilus may be old, but she's got plenty of potential. She could easily outpace the AR cargo ship in the fleet, at least 3 times faster. Found the poor bastard blathering of his woes at a tavern in Volca. The seat next to him happened to be conveniently open, so I took it. Without it being, without so much asking my name, he asked, and he launched into a story after story. It was clear he still needs a vent. That's right, Toxic. That's very nice. Very nice. You keep playing that. Hopefully you'll win a match. And by the way, Toxic, you also play actually, you know what? You don't have a PC, do you? I was about to ask you if do you actually play what do you call it? Ray or not? I feel like you might enjoy that game since you enjoy Rainbow Six Siege. Even though that game is a little bit on the adult side. But anyways, apparently he had just recently started his career as an engineer. Planned on restoring the Nautilus, it would revitalize the local economy. Help focus this, assist Tempeal that. Went on, but I knew he wasn't going to feel better until he confronted the actual issue at hand. Yep, yeah, I figured. Should try getting a PC, Toxic. Just saying. You do a lot more with a PC than just the console. Console's a little bit hard to modify. My opinion. Or rather, don't get much of a bang out of your buck with a console, but if it's a PS5 is all you can get right now, then that's fine, I suppose. But really, you should really try out getting a PC. If you can, that is. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great you want to help your home like this, but that's not the real reason you're upset, is it?
昔友達と約束したんです。早くてかっこいいノーチャラスで空を飛ぶ。
What do you think this is, Toxic? What do you think this is? Like, look at the bottom right corner. What do you think that is? Go on. Just type it out. Tell me what you think those buttons are. It's ha ha ha, Toxic. Go on, come on. Type it out. You got all the time. You got plenty of time. Go on. Type it out. I want you to type it out. Come on, Toxic. I'm waiting. What's that down there? Type it out. Go on. There you go. See? Not too hard, is it? Anyways. Over that. Hopefully I'm not screwing the bitrate over. Anyways, let's see. I think I need to read this. That's obvious. I made a promise to my friend. One day we'd fly our beloved Nautilus across the skies together.
かつて活躍していたノーチラス号は経年劣化の末に放置され修理不可能な状態にあるそうだ。
But the ship in question was long past its heyday and had deteriorated beyond the point of conventional repair.
年月ってのは時に残酷なもんだ。
Time is a cruel, patient mistress, and among the original Nautilites, only Kent had yet to accept reality. After he finished his explanation, silence fell between us. Well, until another man frantically stumbled into the tavern. I'd seen him from somewhere before. Oh yeah, one of the naysayers from earlier, the merchant. Is somebody help? Anybody? Monsters are ransacking my precious cargo. I was torn. Do my civil duty as a skyfarer and save the cargo, or help this ass determined to crush the dreams of my newfound friend, so I asked Kent. What? Of course you should help him. A moment of hesitation is from the kid. I like that. This would be a perfect moment to ensure the continued survival of the Nautilus, at least in the short term. But despite that, Kent didn't think twice about helping his fellow man. Oh yeah, Kent. I'll see what I can do. Not what you can do. Alright, time to shoot things. Also, Toxic, ever heard about this game? I felt like you should have heard about this game before. This would be a pretty big deal on release. Oh, actually, no, I should probably tell you what game this is. This is Granblue Fantasy Relink. Heard of it? Nope. That's a bit of a shame. Ever shoot things. I felt like you would like this game, Toxic. You got to get it for PS5, actually. Like, if you're into, I don't know, it's really good action games, this is it. This is literally it. Like, it might not look like it right now, but this is actually one of the more entertaining games, in my opinion. All the enemies aren't gonna be that tough. Like I said, it's probably not the best showcase of this game. If anything, I need to get the Pro Bahamut or to really show this game. Like the only enemy that's actually tough. We need to fight. All these enemies are very weak. If anything, I was supposed to do this earlier, but got to do it. I'm playing a match. Give it 10 minutes. Wait, 10 minutes to die? Also, take your time, Toxic. Take your time. Yeah, I feel like this game would have actually suited you, to be honest. Like, you're 15, right? If anything, I feel like this game's like targeted for your age group. As for me, well, I had to pick up because it looked interesting. Like, very interesting. Just a lot of, oh, these guys. Surprisingly, no bosses. Again, it's just a defend mission, so it's not that bad.
お前らは一つ大きなミスを犯した。それは俺らがベテランの貴空士だったってことだ。残念だったな。よし、みんな無事か。
And that's that. Anyways, it's going to take a while. You're a lifesaver. How could I ever think? Well, I think someone thank him. Gesture towards Kent. The man's face filled with shame as the irony dawned on him. So it was you, huh? Hey, listen, sorry about earlier, but I could have heard you out. After the merchant left, I wanted to focus on the next goal at hand. Putting some wind back in the knowledge's sails. I proceeded to do some intelligent and, dare I say, brilliant thinking on the topic. When Kid asked about what I was talking about. Whoops, must have been thinking out loud again. Just you wait and see. Also a sigil slot. Nice. Actually, I should have Rackam equipped. Alright, you know what? That's getting a damage cap. What the? That was there before. No, whatever. There. Alright, let's do the next one and not the non-natural quest. Alright, you have 10 more, or rather 5 more episodes in this. Usually they either lurk or they're just watching the VOD. Usually that's how they do it. Got a lot of shy people in my community, actually. They don't really want to show up during the streams. I don't know why, but that's how they are. But anyways, you know what? Last time I checked, you owed me a question, Toxic. So, let me put it this way. Are you actually waiting to check out this game one day? Game that I'm playing. How many times? Hold on, give me 1 sec. Gotta actually read this. How many times I gotta say it? Getting parts of fixed novelists out here in the boonies is next to impossible. Yeah, I've never been good with women. My words never come out quite the way I mean for them. I thought maybe Miss Mechanic would be on board, but meh, I probably shouldn't be doing this behind Kent's back anyways. I'm telling you, I've tried everything. Sure, I love to see her fly again, but it's time to get real, right? Hey, come on, that was against the rules. How am I supposed to keep a stern attitude against that blubbering mess? When I finally got a word edgewise, I let her know I had already had the part she needed. Pick him up here and there across the fence Grande and Nahel Grande. Have I? Toxic, answer my question first. Are you willing to play this game? Like, literally, when you're asking questions with someone, it's a kind of an exchange. Like, someone asks you a question, you answer, and when you have the chance to answer a question, they answer, it's usually a 1-to-1. Gotta keep the score settled when it comes to talking to people. Or rather, asking questions to people, get it? But anyways, here, this what you need, I'll cut you a deal. Answer my question first. Are you, actually willing to play this game or show some interest in this game? Well, actually, you know what? Let's just stick to this question. Are you going to actually give this game a try one day? Answer that. But anyways. Wait, where in disguise did you find these? Copying her excitement, she leapt at me. Whoa, not so close, Missy. Of course, she paid me no regard. It was the part she had her eyes on. With some modification here and there, I can't believe it. The dream is alive. Yep, the dream was alive. She didn't have to say it. The look on her face was enough. All that hubbub earlier was nowhere to be found. After forking over the payment, she happily took the spare parts off my hands. She also made sure to plant a big fat kiss on my cheek before scurrying off. Sheesh, at least warning got beforehand, right? Women, I swear. In any case, the winds were starting to blow back in their favor. Let's do this. And by the way, Toxic, I'm gonna literally ignore your question until you answer my question. And I'm gonna repeat the question once again. Are you gonna play this game one day? That's the question on the line. Feel free to answer that because I'm gonna keep reading this. Rackam, there you are. I've got great, huge news. Listen to this. It was clear from Kent's smile that the repairs on the Nautilus were going smoothly, thanks to a mechanic friend of his. Well, ain't that something? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't impressed. Those parts weren't the easiest to work with. Not bad, Miss Mechanic. Rackam, sir. My friend told me she got the parts from a traveling skyfarer. I have a 3-day-old scruff and a little swagger to him. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Well, I keep my scruff in an elegant chin strap much. I'm not sure I sounded very convincing, but I tried to play off his answer. But I'm a helmsman, not an actor. Hey, but another performance or two, and the Nautilus would be skybound once more. The Nautilus is skyworthy? I wasn't sure which was greater, Helmsman's confusion or Kent's enthusiasm. Yep, we got the last bit of patching up to do, but she'll be ready before you know it. Isn't that exciting? Unexpectedly, the Helmsman's confusion shifted into something darker. I decided to pry. Yeah, we'll have you back at the helm in no time. Unless you're getting cold feet or something. He doesn't know how to fly, does he? Toxic, I feel like we had that discussion before, and I'm gonna give you this one. No. In fact, we have discussed that before, last time you were here. So, yeah, I will be giving you that one. The answer again is no. And P.S. Don't ask me to play that. I literally looked at the reviews. It's bad. I'm sorry, it's bad. You can feel free to enjoy that game if you want, Toxic, but I'm just gonna stick with the reviews to say it's going to be bad. But anyways, yep, hit the nail on the head. The look in his eyes was unmistakable. He feared the skies. Oh, I thought you were gonna say you didn't know how to fly. Despite his attempt to hide it, his fists were balled up and trembling. I knew the signs well enough. It wasn't my place to snoop further. From his perspective, I was just a busybody trying to dredge up the dream he long laid to rest. Also, by the way, Toxic, my question still stands. Are you willing to actually play this game one day? The game that I'm playing right now? Also, the bitrate sign, so, give it a sec. What can I do anyways? This was something he had to deal with himself, but hey. If I got through it, anyone could. So I did what I could. I put my hand on his shoulders and gave him a sympathetic nod. And, Horde. Wow, they don't really trust Rackam to actually fight a boss. Well, actually, there might be a boss here, so who knows. And I still got my team. Let's get him, team. Wink. Actually, no, I should probably just lower the rate. Well, that's too late now. I'm already here. I'm sorry, I don't think I can do this.
最終点検を
It was a bombshell no one wanted to hear, especially the knowledge repairs, as the knowledge repairs were finally wrapping up. What are you talking about? This was our dream, wasn't it? What did you... I'm afraid, okay?
ソーダ氏の兄ちゃんの叫びにケントの
A heavy silence permeated the room.
俺も気持ち
It was uncanny how much my former self I saw in him. Actually, uncanny is not the word. It was downright painful.
だがな
See, to pilot an airship, you gotta make peace with the fear of flying, a close cousin of the fear of death.
怖いってのはどういうことだ
You afraid? Aren't you a trained helmsman?
ここは一つ
I knew exactly how he felt, but decided to play dumb.
ソーダ氏の兄ちゃんは
His response was so faint, I wasn't sure if he said anything at all.
聞けば
Turns out he made a bad call during a practice flight and crashed his vessel, barely escaped with his life. I see. That's why the knowledge was in the shape it was.
空が怖い。どうしようもなく。
Yeah, Doctor, link is down in the description below. I'll give you that one too. But as for the Rainbow Six Siege one, yeah, my question is still on the line. Also, Doctor, you sure asked a lot of questions, just saying. Ahem. I don't want the stream to die, but my arms shake whenever I think of the wheel again.
こいつには
Poor kid, he hadn't figured it out yet, but I know how to teach him.
しかし
Real strength and knowledge won't have a helmsman. Maybe I should take over till you're feeling up to it.
それは。
No, it's our ship.
食いつ
He
いて
took the bait.
だったら今から
Fair enough, then come with me for a ride on the Grand Cipher, if you have the grip for it. I mean,
この判断が吉と出る
it was a risky gamble, but I have a feeling Lady Luck was on my side that day. Was it?
さて
Um,
お仕事と
I like how they're in the back.
すごい。自動操舵までできるんだ。
And no one's really touching the helm.
実は
でもどうしてラカムさんは私たちを船に？
わからないけど意味があるんだきっと何か
やっとふっどうだ
ラカム魔物だ！
そんな。
Birds!
死にたくない。
I aim these as I can.
何すぐ片付くあったれ
What if I just hold over here?
心配いらねえお前
No,
らは
if I hit him with this. Or Rackam get him with this, never mind. Go get him, Rackam. You should be able to just join. There literally is a link down below. You can just literally click that and join. Also, I was kind of surprised a kid like you, at the Discord. Usually most kids don't have that. Like, come out in the back.
お次はワイバーンかみんなじっとしててくれよ出なきゃ空で死ぬことになるぞ
Hey, Rackam, please.
あったれ
ラカムさんが
nope,
伝えたい
nope.
ことって
そら
もしかして
あの恐ろしいワイバーンを倒した。これが貴空士の力なのか。
おいおい
Yeah, get the gun.
さっきのは石膏
Rackam, you aim too slowly.
いいぜ残さず蜂の巣にしてやる
ラカムさんが戦う理由なんとなく
I should have just
分かった気がする
should have just took this off. I can't.
その日常こそが
Oh, yeah, let's do this.
なり合わせる
まあなだが
Just show him with a real gun.
もう犯してでも俺たちには叶えたい夢ってもんがあんだよ
そうか。夢。恐怖の家と見失っていたんだ。
Oh.
俺たちの夢を。
もう大丈夫ださて見渡してみろ お前らが目指した夢色の空が広がってる。ソーダ師を名乗るってんなら命を張る価値はあると思うぜ。
ああ、ようやく理解できたよ。これが本物の空の色なんだ。
ま、旧大点ってとこか。
And that's that. Incredible, this guy's so fast! Wow.
こんな景色
So that's what the town from up high looks like.
どうやらうまくいったらしい。
For relief, I was worried the monster attack could have only made things worse for the would-be crew.
目を見ればわか
But the gamble paid off. Helms and I lit up with a newfound determination.
無理だなんて言って。
The Nautilus will fly, and you can bet I'll be at the helm.
どこまでも広がる。
These guys have a way of making us understand. I'm glad this kid would decide to listen. Alright. I guess I could put another one in here. So yeah, I need to sort out Rackam's equipment out a little bit. It's actually not too particularly good.
こんにちは
Let's see, yeah, the stream is still dying. Okay, bye, Toxic, bye. Have fun doing whatever you're trying to do. Also, give me a sec. Output. I'll just drop this down. Back to how we usually had it. Also, give me one sec. I'm over here. Toxic. I feel like you don't know how Discord works. I feel like it. In fact, I'm starting to think that you might not actually have an account if you don't know how it works. But anyways, if you gotta join Discord, Toxic, don't worry about it. Because I usually also I can put my updates on the YouTube community post as well, so everyone would know. Though granted, I tend to post up on Discord first. Just let people know. Anyways, let's do this again. Clear blue skies, gentle breeze, it was the perfect condition for the Nautilus' maiden voyage. As the helmsman gripped the wheel, he knew he was no longer shackled by fear. Kent, the mechanic, the merchant, even Lyria, Vern, and some of our crewmates, actually, the whole damn town showed up to witness the rebirth of an old friend. Also, that's like a very nice airship. It's a very nice looking airship. I like the colors. That's a nice, pleasant, tan. As the propeller began to churn, a metallic sputter sounded from somewhere below deck. It was the symphony of gears I heard time and time again. The mechanic, she's done it. After a brief checkup, they started the countdown. The tension was powerful. Come on, Nautilus. All the eyes were on the airship. No one dared to breathe. Wind whipped up around the Nautilus, and there it was, liftoff. Once again, she sailed into the sky so blue. Hooray! Alright, time to do this last one. A few weeks has passed since the Nautilus took its main voyage. According to Kent, the Nautilus was now Polka's lean cargo ship. Makes sense, given that it was 3 times faster than an AR ship on the land, or island. Not only that, but it seemed Kent found himself a new dream already. Okay, picture this, Rackam. 3 ships conjoined into one massive cruise liner. See, all we need to do is reconstruct these columns here and... I wonder if I sounded that crazy to the others when I got my big ideas. Anyways, such a massive ship would require at least 3 helmsmen, so his effort to make the cruise liner a reality, let me try that again. So in his effort to make the cruise liner a reality, Kent started studying on how to be a helmsman himself. But if Kent were to be the second pilot, who would be the third? About that, actually, it'd be honored to have you as the lead helmsman of our ship. Of course, it was a kind offer, but I already had a family in my crew and a home in the Grand Cipher. But that didn't mean I could let the kid down easy.
風の吹くまま気の向くまま
Or rather, couldn't let the kid down easy.
集団ってのは
Sorry, Kent, but this Skyfarer is not old enough to set anchor just yet. Until that day comes, you can find me wherever the wind blows. Bleh. And that's that. Alright, so that's Rackam's fate episode's done.
それではまた
Not a bad fate episode, though granted, I think I still prefer other people's fate episodes. Especially Narmaya's. Maya's fate episode is just, I don't know. Kind of fun, but at the same time a little bit unhinged. Oh, to be fair though, I kind of enjoyed, yeah, where'd she go? Oh yeah, Gwen's fate episode because it did have some difficulty. Because you have to fight the gruesome twosome. aka the Silver Wolf Corps captains. Well, minus one in it, that is. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab Yodarha. Also, I like how fast Yoda runs. Let's do this.
ご用件は
The Phantasmagoric Fencer. Once upon a time in a land far away, there was a lone swordsman famed for his two-sword style. He became a legend after fighting over 10,000 battles, and the mere sound of his name struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. Whenever he appeared in town, ne'er-do-wells were said to scramble away like spiders fleeing the light. Prospective fighters began to seek out the swordsman, and thus he gained quite the following of disciples. Amongst them some were so strong they could crush warships with a single strike. One could do worse when choosing students of the martial arts. So the master abandoned the battlefield for the mountains, where he could train his beloved disciples in peace. There was one disciple who quickly stood leagues above the rest. It took her only a matter of days to master the most complicated techniques. She grew at an astonishing rate into one of the most powerful fighters the master had ever seen. But more impressive than her aptitude was the strength of her conviction. Every day, the top disciple begged for harder training, and the master was willing to reward her passion with the very depth of his knowledge. And that's why, oh skies help me, that's why when the master found out his top disciple had betrayed him, he was filled with anguish. She went rogue, forcing some of her disciple to do her bidding. Eventually, the master caught up with her and they fought a deadly battle. With the dust settled, the top disciple's sword arm hung limp and unusable. It was a bittersweet victory, as the master knew what must come next. He raised his blade to release her to the afterlife, but he couldn't force himself to make the cut. Not after all he poured into this girl. Not after failing her so. Thus, he laid down his weapon and brought to live his remaining days in penance and regret. Oh, how our good intentions cloud even the most prescient vision. Prescient vision? Or after ran that word before. Having thrown away his name, his blade, and his path, he set out back into the world, but this time, swearing no one would suffer from his tutelage again. Alright. I'll go with this.
Kengo wa yama e to komori, 釣り人としてひっそり暮らし始めたという。
Time passed and Swordsman found himself atop a different mountain, where he learned he had a knack for fishing. Suited him just fine. Fast for breakfast, down for supper, and naps in between. Yep, it suited him just fine. It was the quiet, healing life of a hermit. Sometimes when he needs supplies, he would go down to the village and train the locals in a little sword work. That made his coin purse jiggle again. But this peace wasn't to last for the swordsman. He discovered his top disciple was back to her wicked ways, and sword in hand he vowed to conclude her story for good. This was his true purpose for traveling with the crew, though Jajable never suspected the little Harvard fisherman was harboring such a dark secret. Ah. Oh, by my own hand. Let's try this. The former disciple latest victim had been a simple man from a remote mountain area, cut down somehow without the use of her sword. A real shame that one more innocent life lost before its time. The swordman asked the crew to make haste to the village. They saw the mirror man's corpse. Such was the carnage that he could barely keep from averting his eyes. It was his weakness, his cowardice, that cost the poor man's life. But this time, instead of wallowing in pity, he would don his white uniform of old and atone. He called it his burial garb. It represented his fearlessness on the battlefield. If he were dressed to meet death face to face, Sorry. It's like speech string. It's like making my tongue want to stick to my roof of my mouth. What more could his foe do to intimidate him? Of course, his crewmate tried to reason with him, concerned he might throw his life away to make up wrongdoing of another. But the swordmaster was determined. He vowed to stop his former disciple, whatever the risk that entailed. So when the moment of reckoning had finally come, Wait, let's try this again. So when finally the moment of reckoning had come, Master gripped his blade, ready to strike down his favorite pupil. Before he could do the deed, however, his resolve crumbled. His emotions were too strong, dulling his senses and causing him to lose the match. The Master's former youngest disciple, his two newest, with his two newest people watching from the sidelines, rushed to aid him. Ironically, it was the youngest disciple who struck down the fiend in place of the Master. The swordman was lost in grief, but his newfound champion told him this was for the best. After all, such an old life deserved the rest of its days spent in peace. Alright, well, yeah, sorry, you know what? I think I just heard a couple this all down. What's right, dude? Jeez. Anyways. Also, I kinda wish there was fishing in this game. Wish there was. Alas. After joining up with the crew, I had some helter-skelter days, let me tell you. We arrived in Sega Grande. I knew I needed to get myself some fishing done. First, the old noggin. Found a nice quiet pond and dropped my line. Bless me taters. Must have been hours past with no bite. Finally, I decided to pull up my rod and check if the bait was still hardy. But there wasn't no bait, no hook, no fish, only a little bobber remained on the line. Right. About me traps, I was halfway through the search when I realized, blast, I left them in the lodge. What a day, what a day. But it was too late in the noon to go back for them, and I had other business to attend to, like getting back to the pond and staring out at the clear water. In that moment of stillness, the fishes swarmed out of their hiding spots, the big ones and the little ones, and the whole school of them reminded me of my teaching days. Oy. Each of my disciples was unique in their own right. Find me some slow learners and some fast ones, some goody two-shoes and some real punks. I learned me some good lessons from those kids. My top student, Grace, never wavered in her particular sense of justice. Her commitment to her training was ironclad. What a waste. Ren's, my youngest pupil, lost his way for decades after leaving my tutelage, but he ended up killing Grace in my stead. He was selfless, thinking only of his master. Then they said the master extracts potential from the student, but I feared I ruined more young lives than I've helped. Makes a fisherman wonder how they all would have turned out had he just kept well enough to himself. That was the text a little bit hard to read with some of the cel shading in the background. I turned Grace into a monster. A day goes by when I don't regret honing her skills. Unfortunately, she had the gift and the gumption to go far, and I exhausted all my knowledge on her. If only I had focused on the why of my teachings rather on the what. I swore I felt the nibble at my rod, but when I pulled it out, there was nothing to be found. That's when I remembered I hadn't hooked or baited the line. That was odd. I was getting antsy, maybe because I forgot the traps, but I couldn't relax just sitting there anymore. I decided to pack up and head back to town. You see, the mine's like a creek. You want to keep it healthy. You want to keep the waters from stagnating. But turning too much and you risk losing all your fish. I decided to head back to Sierra Shack and replace some fishing gear, hopefully restoring my brain pond in the process. But just as I was dipping my toes into the placid waters of lures and bait, I heard a rustle from behind. To my surprise, there were my crewmates pick up the package. They were brought in and asked if they could come fishing with me. Not just so bored, they wanted to go fishing. First time for everything, huh? While I was hammering out the finer points of fly catching with Geable, Zero Cardin piped up. Said she'd come across a pretty tasty rumor. Yep, apparently there's a legendary fisherman in this garden that people started calling the Fisher God. I heard rumors like this one before. They always take like fish guts. Catching 10 fish with one cast? Take a whole consortium of crabs? By yourself? Bah. If I had me a fan for every story like this, I'd be a scary sea monster by now. Then again, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't intrigued. There's a scale of truth to every story, so there must be a reason they call this person the Fisher God. Guess you might say my interest was piqued. Because if this fellow is half as good as me, he'd make a fine rival. A mighty fine rival. And maybe just, that's just what I needed. Also, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm going like this fast, part of it's because I actually want to get all these quests done before the, stream ends. I usually stream for like 2 hours, so gotta make sure things wrap up quickly and nicely. Anyway, go ahead and pop this off. After some consideration, I decided I would test my mettle against the so-called Fisher God. Geable, Lyria, and Vern wanted to help out too. I asked around town where I might find such a rival, but he proved to be as mythical as his title suggested. Rumor had it that he appeared at ponds, peaks, and valleys. The others garnered about about the same information, which only further piqued my interest. No matter who we asked, we would not catch a proverbial tale of the Fisher God. All we learned was how he was skilled, able to catch 10 fish with one cast, yada yada, and any species of and any new species he caught would be named after him, meaning there'd be lots of little demigods swimming around now. With only tales of his escapades to feed us and no concrete info, we grew wary. You can't sustain a healthy rivalry on a rumor after all. We need to change our approach and re-examine the facts. All the stories were about places he visited, meaning he'd never been spotted in town. With that in mind, we enlisted Sirikate to speed up the investigation. Sure enough, after a few days' time, she gave us a map dotted like it was it had the chicken pox. There were stamps on ponds and lakes, glaciers and volcanoes, and even a poisonous swamp. Poison swamp. All of them. Locations where he hadn't spotted. So the old fart's around it, and so the old fart got around, did he? Good to know he had an adventurous streak. After staring at the map for a while, I realized there was one place conspicuously without a stamp. It was the most dangerous island known of all, known for molten lava covering its surface. Going off my hunt, Zero Credit did a little more digging around, and we learned a man with a fishing rod chartered a ship there a few days ago. Chase was on. Alright. Now we gotta do an exploring mission. Too much for fighting, yeah? Well, actually, there might be fighting involved. Let's go. Also, I like how Yoda runs. Just a little pitter patter of his feet.
正気の沙汰とは思えんが、相手はかの釣り神様じゃ。道具やら痕跡
Awesome. I like how big this is. Grr. Bigger than the rest of his body. Also,
これはわしの患者がこの辺で餌に使うならこいつかの。用心せい。精霊たちがわんさか来たぞ。
I thought it's probably do it. Didn't even dodge that one. I don't think I have what you call it, stout heart on him. So should be dodging. Should be dodging.
縦によりゃもう一踏ん張りじゃ。ほれほれ、粘るには早いぞ。ん？ここには前にも誰か来とるな。マグマワームは。
誰かいるみたいだ。もしかしてあいつが釣り神じゃねえか？
見るからにただものじゃないの。どれ、ちょいと話をしてみるか。
Oh, I don't think there'd be anyone else out here. This place is actually very dangerous.
ちょっといいか？
I will to come out here.
なあ、じいさん、こんな場所で何しようってんだよ。
Hey, mister, what the heck are you doing out here?
見ての通り、魚
What does it look like?
釣りなのである
I'm fishing.
魚がいるように
What fish? Why catch a few rocks, if anything at all?
魚がい
We
ない
fish,
という
therefore they are.
こそ
It's the deepest waters that, it's the deepest waters that hide the greatest prizes.
涼しい顔で
Farver left his lip like a right prophet.
探し求めた
This had to be our fisher god.
観念こそ幻
I still don't get how fish could survive in lava.
いかにも
That's the problem.
わかるような。
His answer was cryptic, but out its own logic. Jabo, Lyria, and Vern cocked their heads to the side in confusion.
水であれ溶岩
There, water or molten rock,
叩けば
cast a rod and catch the fish.
はあここ
More true words were never spoken, friend.
及ばずながらの。
Guess I've learned me something over the years.
なるほど。
Those unblinking eyes,
迷いなく
that relentless hunger for the catch. His tools were top notch. More importantly, however, he had the aura of a man born to hunt the seas.
ここに来てまで
But I didn't come to admire him.
釣り神殿に賢く
May I, may we presume you're the fisher god?
さていかなるものか
And to what do I owe the accusation?
少しばかり
What do you say to a little fish off betwixt the two of us?
及ばずながら
Ah, now there's a song to my ears. It would be my honor.
こうして
And thus the net was cast. Alright.
どうも。
Oh, turns out there were mobs around. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this.
魚がいないという
You fish, therefore they are. It was a profound statement. Hang your lines, thinking you won't catch anything and you won't even notice the heftiest bite. Determination was the most essential tool in the old tackle box. But then again, we were sat up next to a lava lake, and I would need more than a simple chutzpah to pull a fish out of there. Luckily, I had me secret weapons.
それは
Someone came prepared. Yuck, yuck, beautiful, aren't they? I strung a special hook, carved from a flame rimmed tooth to a special line. Spun its mane, been looking forward to the day I could bust out these bad boys.
まさかマジで釣り
Oh, you're really going to do this? Gable, Vern, and Lyria were stunned when I cast my rod into the lava.
一体何が釣れるってんだ
Just what the heck are you old timers expecting to catch? Vern's voice filled with confusion. But wasn't a moment longer when we made a believer out of him. Oh, a bite!
なんの
Oh, me too.
この通りわしも釣り神も
The fisher guy and I started pulling up catch after catch. Yuck! It seemed like we both brought determination. We both brought determination to despair. Blech.
溶岩の中で生きとるだけあって
But the fish living inside the lava were no slouches neither. They were covered in armor-like scales, and when we pulled them ashore, their following sent liquid death flying in every direction. What's kind of funny. Yes, funny we almost died. But there we were, equally matched. I decided willing to back down. As our pile of molten fish gradually turned to hills, Vegeta, Lyria, and Vern were dumbstruck. Soon enough, our sword backs told us it was time for a gentleman's break, and we decided to tally our scores. We counted each fish as we threw them back into the lava. The physiology meant they couldn't be cooked. Don't want no sulfur in my sushi anyways, but they sprang back to life as soon as they were returned to their familiar warmth. Sure have known you be a shark on the rod. I'm just trying to keep up. It was a rare thing to meet your match. The smiles on your face were proof of that. Vern flew up to us. Do all old dudes fish like that? If we went for broke, I wonder who would come out on top. Fisher, oh, goddammit. They locked eyes, that's all you need to know. Sounds like the gauntlet's been thrown. Agreed. We had enough of a warm-up. And you won't mind if we up the ante, eh? He told us about a few local legendary fish that eluded capture for years. Reminded me of the noble Bonito from the good old Fanta Grande. We agreed the winner would be the first to trap one of them famous guppies. The prospect sent lightning to me body. Yellow Spark was coming back. Yuck, yuck. Anyways. Alright, let's do this. Now I had to strike me down to living, swimming myth. Could have been that many lakes harboring legends, right? Turns out there are a few eyewitness accounts of such fish. Guess they didn't like their fishing skills as much as their fisher guides. But I knew they had to exist. Why would he make up the challenge? So back to Sierra we went. Kelly asked the Fisherman's Guild and Scholar to lend assistance. He told us of a potential target, a beautiful fish said to have the loveliest iridescent scales in the world, but had never been caught, so it had yet to receive a proper name within academia. As if to tempt the award, the locals called it a jewel fin. Catching it would be like grabbing a cloud. But the more I heard, the more I needed it. Surely it was a fool's errand. Yuck, yuck! Too bad I was beside myself with determination. A being that existed somewhere within reality and rumor, I had to catch me some of that. Thus, in the coming days, when I found my semi-reliable lead, I would fly to the spot and cast my line. Went to the salt lakes, where a sip of water would dry you to the bone, wander around the underground streams, where you couldn't see your hands in front of your face, and every place in between. Gable, Lyria, and Vern accompanied me on my flight to fancy, but they grew tired of the pace. I wouldn't force them. I had planned to make the trip alone, anyhow. All I wanted to do was find the unfindable and to catch the uncatchable. It was a good sign, honestly. They say anticipation exists right before accomplishment. Take a new sword technique. You only perfected the day before a duel. A consequence of pre-battle nerves send your noggin into overdrive. And this fish-up was a duel to the death for me and the Fisher Guide. It would be the accomplishment of the century for any who lived by the rod. I was having the time of my life. But I knew I didn't have forever. We were in the Skydom for a reason, and that mission had to be take precedence. I decided my next search would be the last. It brought me to Labyrinthine Jungle, which had claimed many adventures in the past. I heard somewhere inside was a spring-turned monster den. One look at its bewitching twinkle would be enough to drive a man mad, and he threw himself into the pool to be swallowed. Relying on those exaggerated claims for guidance, I prayed the forest to death to discover not a glorious spring, but a regular old bog. Ain't no legendary fish ever lived in a place like that. But still, I cast my rod, and Vernon to be waited with bated breath as he watched me bobbering and bobbing. The swamp remained quiet. I was never overcome with the anticipation nor bored from inaction. I was part of the stillness, and my rod was my connection to it. I was one with nature, and leaping liverfish, a bite! I tugged the fish to the surface and began to tear up as the most perfect, lustrous twinkle bore broke the murky waters. Oh, why is that bore there? Turns out none of the scholar's descriptions were quite right, but this was it. This was the jewel fin of legend. Nice. And we didn't have to fight. At all. Okay, never mind. Let's just keep going. To be honest, if I were to like do a little bit more of a dramatic reading of this, I feel like we would be well within 3 hours, I think. If I were to do that. But anyways. So how's the catch? I probably displayed the jewel fin before the fisher god. Its scales glistened in iridescent waves, unreal in their beauty. Its fins, ethereal and transparent, waved as if kissed by a breeze. Old Coot was flabbergasted. What my behinds? Where in the seventh sky do you find us? That was a delicious reaction. Of course, the fisher god was the fisherman of taste. He had a bottle prepared. It was a large fish, obsidian color, whose scales seemed to drink the light like a void. Its dorsal was strong and stiff, as if the mark of Sea King. Whoa! 2 legendary fish! That's nuts. Both our catches fit the criteria of the competition. It was going to be hard to call. Guess we couldn't complain though. Every day we got to see such rare specimens. Still, something had to be done. Return to Lyria. Vern and Jejitable. I think both are amazing. I ain't never seen a pretty fish. Can we just say you're both incredible and be done with it? Guess 2 legendary fish don't make a champion, especially when we were both set on wearing the crown. Nope, it didn't sit right with me. Our rivalry pushed the craft fishing forward, hadn't it? It was fire in our guts, and we deserved to name a proper victor. It's time to duel. Here comes a duel. Okay, here comes a really unfair duel where it's Yodarha and everyone else. Vern saw determination in our plain on our faces. You guys aren't gonna let this go, are you? Getting back on then. Lyria pondered for a moment and made a suggestion. How about whoever fishes up the most happiness? That could be interesting. A genius suggestion. The island was under avian control, terrifying the population. It would be a saintly move to give them a cheer with a side of full bellies. It was settled. We would go with Lyria's suggestion. He who could bring the most happiness to the island would take it. After a nod to one another, the fisher guy and I set out to do some real fishing. Alright, I guess we're fighting. With fish. It shall taste the fire of my swordfish. Alright, where's the boss? Oh god! Ugh. Yes, I wasn't even expecting that. Keep going this way. Wait, did he actually parry? I think he did. Actually, cool if he did parry. To be honest, I kind of want to bring Yodarha with me on my sessions. I could. Yeah, I have terminus weapons. You can make it work. I'm gonna have to make sure his weapons are, rather his sigils are up to date. And that's the one problem with Yodarha right now. Doesn't have very good sigils.
これでよし。では早速。
うわじいちゃん魔物が来てるぞ。
これからって時に間が悪いの。邪魔するでない。
なんとか片付いたみてえだな。
そいつはどうかの。やたらとでかい気配がこちらをうかかっとる。
なんだって？そんなのがいたらまた邪魔されちまわねえか。
There's the boss.
ずいぶん先だ。
Is that the boss?
こりゃ放っておいてはくれんな。よっ。
Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna go over here and fight the boss. Makes sense.
奥に
Yeah, I'll take it. I was expecting a giant flying eyeball, but okay.
おお本当に嫌がった。
Get him!
これまた立派なもんだ。
Or just let him slide past us. That works too.
いやー大決戦。体も温まったわい。この騒ぎで魚が逃げちまわなきゃいいが。うっさー。竿も剣も振り方一つじゃ。
Alright, well. Damn! Look at all that fish! Look at that tail can through the back!
死を決する日は来たる。
Adults' day had arrived. Residents of Seed Hall were gathering, waiting to see what bounty we could share. Feast your eyes! I have caught an elusive brave scale.
釣り神曰く
The fisher guy took the podium. The largest fish in the sky was strung behind him. The crowd was wowed by the sheer skill of the thing, and I was no exception. Should have known he would come out with rod blazing. But I, on the other hand, took a different approach. Behold, all these humble shamans who would make their homes in these very rivers. I wasn't going to win through size, but maybe superior numbers would do the trick. Next, the fisher guy and I began to fillet our catches, sharing sushi, soup, and ceviche of all sorts with the crowd.
これがブレイブフィッシュ。
The brave beam is delicious. How'd you beat the impact? The shaman is just as good. It's so fresh and served with optimal temperature. Absolutely perfect. Everywhere we looked, there were people enjoying our efforts. Even the crew were getting their fill while they could. But since it was a competition, next up was evaluations. Members of the crowd were to vote on whose catch made them feel better, both in flavor and in general happiness. One after another, the votes piled up for the fisher guide. It was starting to look hopeless. But there was a special reason why I served the shaman. I wasn't panicking just yet. It was poisoned.
勝負ありかな
Shall we call it there, friend?
さすがは釣り神じゃわい。
I got handed to you, fisher god. You served some delicious fish, but let's see how it plays out. While I was taking while I was talking, cute little scamp snot running down his nose and everything. Guys, vote for me.
大きな魚じゃなくてよかったの？
You didn't want to vote for a big fish, sweetie.
大きすぎるよ。怖いんだもん。
It was too big and scary. I like small fishies. The fisher god's breath caught for a moment, and I knew he understood my plan. Ah, yes. He's going for the small ones.
こんにちは。
I really gotta stop drinking the peach flavored sparkling water whenever I do this. I should probably save those for like I don't know, other streams where I'm not doing too much talking. If anything, yeah, this peach flavor is actually kind of making my tongue again want to stick my roof of my mouth. Anyway, let's do this. The fisher guy bowed his head and admitted I was the winner. But before I could humbly accept his withdrawal, Byrne voiced honest confusion.
この投票結果、
Yeah.
神のじいちゃんの勝ちじゃねえのか？
Look at the vote. You're the clear winner, aren't you?
いやこの結果も
Not at all. Without this master of the rod opposite of me, these results wouldn't have been possible. He spoke from the heart, moved me a bit. To hear that he understood me through and through. It's ordinary fish, ones we consume daily, that brings us health and happiness. Delicacies shine because they're a rare trait, but well-being is built upon something more than rarity. Hearing that youngster speak, I understood what Yodarha was trying to tell me. The fact that I couldn't surmise for myself is the proof of my hubris. He continued. I guess what I'm trying to say is, the child's smile would do more for a village's well-being than all the legendary fish in the sea. That's what I should have been aiming for. A smirk sounded his lips as he turned to me. Congratulations, Yodarha. Even though I won this competition, I can see our fish off. You are the rightful victor. I learned so much from our duel. I thank you from the depth of my heart. Never in my days have I met a more worthy gentleman. Yuck, yuck. And you, good sir, helped this old minnow rediscover his love for the sport. After the voting had concluded, the townsfolk were still savoring our dishes. Both Brave Beam and Shaman were a hit. The satisfied smiles of the people were evidence of this. But as all good things must come to an end, so too did the feast. Despite the mountains of fish we'd started with, not a single fillet was left. I turned to the fisher god, a gleam in my eyes, and though he just admitted defeat, his eye held the same twinkle. Want to race to see who can get this place spick and span quicker? We were no longer rivals. We were brothers of the rod, and this competition would tide us over till our next match. And that's that, I think. Nope. Now that's let's do the epilogue. And then I think after this we'll try to fight. We'll try to fight or do some more pro bomb it. Try to see if we can't get Siegfried's weapon for later. We were shopping at Zero when the merchant herself popped behind from behind. Let me try that again. We were at Zero's when the merchant herself popped up from behind the counter. Apparently she was waiting for us, ready to share the latest seaworthy gossip. A certain rumor swam earlier this month. You see, people were saying there are two fisher gods working in the skydom. Would you know anything about that? Bernard and Lyria gasped in surprise before turning to give me a curious look. Could it be? Yuck. You know, I never meant to keep making a name for myself. Old habits die hard, don't they? Sounds like a handsome fella. Can't wait to meet him. And that's that. Ugh. Never again. Okay, we got like 2 more Fate episodes left, so we have to do those. And we got about an hour 20 to spare, so you might as well do some more fighting. Also, I kind of want to bring Ed with me. If anything, I think it might be a better idea just bring Oygens. There we go. In fact, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let's roll. All right. See what we got here. I'm literally messing with this. There you go. Got that. Oh god. Okay, got it. Nope, don't pay me. I'll take him out one by one. Up. That takes all those out. Oh, those guys. I thought those were coming from me. Oh, they got stuck onto the wall. Great. And he's gonna do that now. It's always at the 80% where it just backs off. Up, time to go over here. I have to be a good cheer. Yeah. I just shoot you for a little bit. Oh, he's not doing it. Alright, just gonna keep doing this. Oh my god. Please. Zero do is okay, there we go. I was literally waiting for him to do supernova. Yep. Then run over here. Yeesh. I feel like that attack got nerfed a little bit. Like visually speaking. Guys. I said, why isn't anyone shooting? Oh, this might be bad actually. Oh yeah, man, they're both healed. They're literally doing absolutely nothing. Okay, I don't think I've ever actually seen that happen before. We actually don't have to use the guns. Here, what am I doing? Oh, I need to use this. I was about to say, I'm forgetting something. Oh. Ah. Oh, I was doing this. That's not a hurry. Hey, get over there now. I was about to emote. What am I doing? Oh my god. I probably should have. No, never mind. It wouldn't matter. Too busy fighting things. Come on, please. Are you good? And nothing. Oh, yeesh. If I actually did quite a bit of damage to my bit right there. Yeah, sorry if I'm actually not looking at the screen. Kind of just focus on just doing this. This fight is kind of a little bit hard. A little bit hard. Yeah, just a bit. Like, it's not as bad as Cecilia's boss fight, but still. Also, yeah, it's very not doing so well. I'm just gonna keep going though. Because I don't know. If I try to go any lower, it's just gonna cause more problems. Right now I have to like set the 2500 right now, which is about as low as I can go. Like any lower, I'm just gonna have to change the resolution. And now everything's finally in. Yeah, I think we're just being just bottlenecked. What the hell? Oh god damn it. Oh, we lost our guts. But I'm not sure what happened. I feel like the bot like literally dropped the ball here. Oh, that's not the case, because if that is, then I'm not gonna be looking forward to our fights. Or this game for that matter. Oh my god, man. He's not doing anything. I know it. Alright, not sure if you guys heard that, but that was a very close thunderstorm. Or lightning bolt, rather. Time to run. There, a bomb went off. Hopefully it's not a bomb. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot again. Data! I'm just gonna play this one, Data. My god. He literally decided not to heal. Or rather, decided not to help me pick up the crystals. Like, we got the DPS for it, but oh my god. Gotta be kidding me. I literally missed that. I literally told the stride over. In fact, they didn't help me. I did try not to. I'm flipped right now. I'm literally flipped over the mistake that happened right now. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Oh, good. I know it. They're going to come down for landing. Wait, really? Oh, well, crap. I gotta deal with that. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, well, I have to try this again. Jeez. Ooh, knocked him down. Alright, yeah, I just gotta. The OPS tries to fix itself. Alright, I guess we got them all. Okay, apparently they're not using the cannons. What the hell? Oh my god, please. If that is the case, then that's gonna be like a major oversight, if there is one. Oh, there you go. Oh, and that we're gonna need to get this guy close. Crap. He's gonna do his thing now. Okay. Oh, I was blocking. Oh, it's like really pouring right, out there right now. Oh my god, Zaya, you're literally gonna be costing us the fight. Someone heal Zaya right now, please! Oh my god. Oh my god. The AI's not responsive at all. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, there we go. I have to sacrifice that. Oh my god, it's like going very poorly. I'm not sure what Zaya's fucking doing. Never gets hit like that. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Fuck. Okay, everybody's there for that one. That was god awful. Now he's back in weight, great. What? Okay, this bot. Okay, I think I'm actually after reset this. There's nothing very off in this bot. I don't like it. Let's do this. Cure him with this. Now he's doing that. Oh, that should be enough. That definitely should be enough. Yep. Yeesh. Alright, well. I grab all this. There we go. That's what I needed. Alright, well, we don't have to come back here now. I have to do some testing with Pro Bahamut. I feel like the AI might have some problems. I think it might just have some problems with this fight right now. But there might be like a stealth update or something that's causing them not to have to use the guns. If that is the case, then well, I actually might not play this game in the future. If that is the case. There's one thing I don't really like, it's stealth updates. Oh, I despise those things. I don't like it when that actual devs do that. Now the thing for you has is this. How many crystals? I need a lot more crystals for that. Alright, well, I know where to get crystals. We're probably not quite done here. In fact, you know what? I might as well get in one quick thing in. Let's see. Where was it? Okay, I swear my stream is literally just fucking with me. Alright, you know what? Screw this. I think I'm just gonna end things off early since we do have our permanent weapon for Siegfried. And yeah, it looks like the stream is not doing so well. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and end things off here right now. Sorry for the early end. Yeah, I feel like the stream's not doing too well today. It's not that well today. Like, it's fine now, but if you get some more time, it's just gonna throw a hissy fit. But anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call things off here. So if you guys enjoyed the stream, you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. So without further ado, this is Thank You signing off. Let's see. Where? Oh, there it is. Bye everyone.